going to be back?
We don't have much to transport, so we should be back home by dusk.
Be a good girl and wait for us.
Well then, we're off.
Take care and be safe! What's taking them so long?
Sarasa!
Huh? What is it?
I'm sorry, but your mother and father, I'm afraid they were attacked by bandits at the pass.
Welcome, Sarasa. Starting today, dear, you are now a member of our family.
She's been like that the whole time.
She's had a terrible past. She may be throwing herself at her studies to forget. It's her own way of avoiding reality. Still, there's nothing wrong with studying. Anyway, let's be sure to keep an eye on her. Children, this woman is an alchemist, and she once lived at this institution like all of you. She has come today to give a lovely donation to our orphanage.
It's my pleasure to meet all of you. It makes me terribly happy and grateful to be able to help repay the place that graciously raised me.
Oh, what is it, Sarasa, dear?
Sorry, but can I become an alchemist as well?
Oh. You can, but only if you work hard.
And if I do, can I make lots of money?
Well, they say that once you're able to become an alchemist, you can be sure you'll have a secure future ahead of you.
So then, if I become an alchemist, then I could have a shop like Mom and Dad?
Of course, but it's no simple matter, you know. In order to become an alchemist, you first need to become certified.
Certified? The Royal Alchemist Academy. This is the only school in the nation where you can become certified as an alchemist. The unique thing about this institution is that anyone can be admitted here if they put in the effort, regardless of whether or not they're a noble. Even if you're an orphan. High achievers are exempted from paying tuition, and scholarships are also granted, but in exchange, competition is fierce, making it all the more difficult to pass the exams. It's said that only 1 in 10 students make it to the graduation ceremony. If you fail an exam just once, then you're finished. Your path to becoming an alchemist is cut off. Since being admitted here, my life has been nothing but studying, training, experiments, and part-time jobs to pay for my living expenses. Needless to say, my hands were full. So, I wasn't able to make many friends. The most I ever really did was talk to the lady who runs the school store. Of course, that's all my own doing. Still, it's not like I need to meet all sorts of people. In the end, there was a single encounter that had a major influence on me. And then, before I knew it, 5 years had flashed by. It's finally time for the graduation exam. Let's do our very best. It's time. The day has finally come.
There. That should do it.
Master! Miss Maria!
Sarasa? What is it? You have an exam tomorrow, yes?
Well, I just happened to be passing by, so I thought...
To think it's been 5 years now since I took you as an apprentice.
I've come a long way, haven't I?
Even so, do not underestimate the exam. Now get to bed and no dawdling.
Yes, but I was, I believe she came here to talk to you.
Huh? Is that so?
No, I mean, I just thought that maybe you would... I'll be sorry.
Hold on. It would be silly if you failed because you couldn't see past your hair.
Sorry to trouble you.
You need not worry. After all, you're the apprentice of Ophelia Millis, aren't you?
There, all done now. Thank you, Miss Maria.
Sarasa? Now go get him.
Okay. We shall now begin the written exam.
Good work, everyone. Well done, all of you. Now it's time for the practical exam. We will not be answering any questions during this portion. If any issues should arise, you'll resolve them on your own.
The past 5 years of my life were preparing for this practical exam. But I can handle it. I just screwed up everything. I'm completely done for. My life is
Next
over.
up, we have Sarasap Bede.
Coming!
We shall now move forward with the practical exam. Please create an intermediate level potion using the basic recipe. You may begin.
I've helped my master prepare intermediate level potions countless times. This will be easy. For an intermediate level, I'll need a Sephirantha bulb, parental concept, and there it is, Philipendula. That was a close one. This is Dryas. It's similar to Philipendula, but that's not enough to trip me up. Master showed it to me plenty of times. Now then, where's the real Philipendula? Huh? Philipendula? Philipendula? There's none here!
If any issues should arise, you'll resolve them on your own.
Is this a trick? There are numerous other combinations for making potions. So maybe the handout from before could have been false, and they're actually testing if I know the other recipes. That must be it! For another recipe to prepare an intermediate level potion, I'd need Woostale and Lyratam fruit. None of those either? What's going on? No, I've got to think this through logically. This is a test to make a potion, so they wouldn't want me to make anything else. Stay calm. I can't let these last 5 years go to waste. Potion. I need a potion.
Listen, do not confuse Dryas and Philipendula, all right? Otherwise, you'll just be wasting ingredients.
Master, I understand that they're quite easy to mix up, but are there any uses for Dryas?
Well, technically, you can use it to make a high-level potion.
That's so amazing!
The trouble with that is that it can be tricky to handle. Not only is it difficult to use, but you also need a ton of magical power. Normally, it would be a lot easier to just use a different recipe, and you'd end up with less mistakes.
Yes?
However, I could see it being useful for you. Useful for you. Useful for you.
A recipe for a high-level potion. From the prepared ingredients, I'll need Apophilium roots, Armelina fruits, and then Dryas. First, you add the finely chopped Dryas to the alchemic cauldron. Then, stir while adding in magical power.
And you'll need lots of it until it starts giving off a bright light.
Not yet, not yet, not yet!
What's she doing?
Once it's glowing, you add the Apophilium, then keep on stirring it until it turns clear. Then you add the Armelina and pour in even more magical power, making it just about right.
Very nice. And then the potion is complete.
I never expected to have to make such a high-level potion. I guess it makes sense for the final exam, huh?
It certainly is a high-level potion.
Still, why go out of her way to perform such difficult alchemy?
I think I messed up.
What? You put out the wrong ingredients?
How could you be so careless? My apologies. It was entirely my mistake. I'll bring that student back so she can redo her exam.
Hold on. She did perform her alchemy properly. Besides, if that information is made public, it will damage our institution's reputation. Everything went by the numbers today. Understood?
Yes, sir.
To think she could make something like this out of such ingredients. What incredible talent.
This is my alchemy license. I'm an alchemist! I didn't really make any friends these last 5 years, and didn't make much in the way of memories other than studying. Still, there were some fun times too, and it wasn't such a bad school life in the end. From here on out, I've got to make it on my own! Look out, world! I'm on my way!
a visit from an alchemist?
A real-life alchemist at your service.
So proud of you.
Oh, thank you so much. But,
If you're looking for Ophelia, she's back in the workshop.
Master?
Ah, Sarasa. Congrats.
It's all thanks to you.
Not just me. I heard how someone had the top score on the exam.
Oh, well, I received a reward for the exam and all, but I don't know how anyone else did. There are usually people who come in ahead of me.
But they're all nobles, right? Their grades always get a boost based on their titles and not achievements.
Oh, is that really a thing? But the reason I'm here, I have a request, Master.
For what?
Well, I want to go purchase my complete alchemy works. Master, after becoming an alchemist, what's the first thing I'll need to get started?
Let's see. That'd be a complete alchemy works. All alchemy techniques are recorded in there, from introductory level to advanced.
That sounds good to have.
They should sell them at the Academy for 7.5 million Rhea.
7 million?
If you go through me, you can get it for 5 million instead. If you save up until graduation, you should be able to afford it.
5 million, Rhea? I've managed to save up enough. All 5 million.
You actually managed to save the money.
Cha-ching!
Here's an idea. Why not just work under me?
Huh? But then If I studied under a renowned alchemist on master's level, I would definitely be able to live up to my full potential. Thank you, but I can't. I've got to go out on my own. I can't stay ignorant to the ways of the world.
I do hate to lose you, but yes, going out into the world would be a good experience. With that in mind, here's a graduation present.
What? Wow. It's so cute.
I bestowed all sorts of effects on it, like expanded storage and weight reduction.
What? Are you sure? Isn't it really expensive?
Don't worry about it. Just like your necklace there. It's something that I made personally.
Thanks so much, Master.
Now you'll be able to take the complete works with you on your trip.
What? So this is the complete works? Those are some really giant books!
Volumes 1 and 2 that you used around the shop are the quickest read. They will get much longer as you move along through the volumes.
So very heavy.
Young Sarasa, I'm sure you'd like them guaranteed.
Yeah, that's right. That's why I brought my master along with me. Master, could you please check them?
Of course, we wouldn't want you missing anything, now would we?
I think this is the first time we've ever had a master-class alchemist come and check our books so casually. Still, you sure did work hard. I'm impressed. Most fresh graduates only buy up to volume 3. I suppose that's cheaper.
Maybe so. But thanks to my master, I'm able to do it this way.
All done. That will be 5 million Rhea.
Right. Well then, I'd like to complete the purchase.
My pleasure.
Quick! There. Wow, so light. Nicely done, Master.
Sarasa, congrats on graduating. Come back anytime if you get the chance again.
Right. Thank you for everything.
Hey guys, isn't that Ophelia Millis?
No way. So the rumors about that girl being her apprentice were true?
I should have been friends with her.
Master, I'm fine. I can handle looking for a place on my own.
Well, I'm here, so let me pick out one for you.
Hello, anyone? Hey! Is anyone there?
Oh, hello there.
Please, what can I help you two ladies with today? Well, I'm looking for a place to train, so could I see who's recruiting at the moment?
Understood. Hold on just a moment.
There aren't many people today.
Oh, they're all celebrating. Because of the graduation ceremony, of course.
Ah, yes. I had a party with friends after mine, too. Those were some fun and exciting times. What about you?
I don't have any interest in frivolous stuff like that.
Oh, come on. We'll have a party for you at our place. Don't get down.
I'm not down at all, Master!
And here you go.
Oh, thank you. This is great.
Sorry, but could you show us the shop vacancies as well?
Why? Are you planning on opening up a new location?
No, that's not what I'm interested in. Have you found any good fits?
Not yet.
After today, how much money do you have left for job hunting?
Pretty much nothing after buying the complete alchemy works.
In that case, I have a recommendation.
Oh, wow. This place used to be an alchemist shop.
And it's for sale.
Huh? What? 10,000 rand? So cheap!
The storefront is a little tiny, but it has living space and fields for growing herbs and comes furnished and equipped with tools. It may be on the small side, but it's quite the bargain.
It's way too cheap. Wait, so are you telling me to open up my very own place? I only just graduated
graduated today, Master!
I figure it's so cheap because the nation is providing a subsidy.
That's right. They're trying to get more alchemists out in the country these days.
So it's so far out in the middle of nowhere, they're willing to subsidize it to the point where it's dirt cheap.
It's a small town surrounded by forest at the base of the Gelba Roja Mountains. Well, I guess it's more of a village.
The Gelba Roja Mountains? But it takes a month to get there by carriage from the capital!
Yeah, but it's easy to get a hold of alchemy ingredients around there, so it's not a half-bad place to polish your craft. Though you may not get many customers since it's out in the country.
Hey, isn't that a fatal flaw when trying to run an actual business?
But it is a great spot.
Besides, I don't know the first thing about running an alchemist practice.
That won't be an issue. You can already make everything up through the second volume of the complete work.
Huh? Well, it's true that I've made a wide variety of things, but still...
I forgot to mention something. The method to make frequently used artifacts is also written out within volumes 1 and 2. And so, you should be plenty capable of running a store.
But I'm afraid I just spent all of my savings. I may be able to get a hold of ingredients cheaply, but if I can't sell my products, I won't make a living.
Let's see. Then how about this? I'll regularly purchase any rare ingredients you find in the area and become your most loyal and trusting customer. You shouldn't have any trouble making a living then.
In that case, I could at least earn enough to get by. And when I consider my training... Hey, Master, are you just after those ingredients?
I'm always considering the right path for my apprentice's future, you know.
You didn't bother to deny what I just asked you.
Okay, this right here is the deed, so could I please get your signature?
Of course.
Hey, Master, this is too sudden. Huh?
Here's the key to your shop. My gift to you, my dear apprentice. And the deed as well. Now you're a proper alchemist with your own professional storefront.
But Master, this is too much for me.
I'll lend you a hand, so just give it your all. Even if it doesn't work and you have to come back, I'll hire you on then. But it'll be fine. We're talking about a shop run by my apprentice here.
My very own storefront? This is it? Where did you send me, Master? Gonna do? And after Master graciously pulled strings to get this place.
But it'll be fine. We're talking about a shop run by my apprentice here.
Right, forget it. I've already come all this way. So I should start by checking over the state of things. I'll head inside first. Wait, could this be... It looks like... Yeah, it's a medicinal herb. Actually, now that I think of it, Master did say it was supposed to have growing fields. The seeds must have spread. All right, then that means I should be able to save a little on ingredients. Weeds and herbs. Weeds, money, trash, trash, money. It's a lot less filthy than I expected it would be. I wonder if there's a cleaning seal in here somewhere. What's in here? An alchemy cauldron! A glass kiln! They left behind all their alchemy tools! Even though the place only cost 10,000 Rhea? Wait! Gotta stay focused for now. Weird, the kitchen isn't furnished with a stove or oven. I guess I'll be dining out for the time being. Yeah! There's a bath in here! That's a professional alchemist shop for ya! A magic crystal. Then this must be the core for the seal. In that case, then... Cool, it really was a cleaning seal. There's a security seal, too. I'll have to charge it up a little later. There are 8 rooms in total upstairs. This one looks like it'd be good to use for my room. Although this sure is some major dust. Now then. I'll still need to shine it with polish later. So these all must be the herb fields, huh? Oh, I'll need water. It hasn't dried up. I'll be able to manage after all. Well then, I should start by getting the basic furniture I'll need. With that said, I'm pretty sure I saw a general store along the way. Excuse me?
Hi, welcome.
Hi, hello, nice to meet you. I just moved here to your village. I'm your new alchemist. My name is Sarah Safid.
I knew it.
I've come here to this village so that I can
Where are you from?
Oh, sorry, I'm from the capital.
The capital? Amazing. That's as city as it gets.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
You city girls are something else. You dress totally different than the folks around here.
You think so? This is kind of old, though.
Well, these folks tend to think everything's fine as long as it fits and stays in place.
I don't think your clothes would look out of place in the capital.
Really? I would never believe it. Hey, when you have time, could you perhaps tell me some city life stories about the capital and fashion and all the delicious sweets there?
Of course.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You came to buy stuff, didn't you? What are you looking for?
Yes, I am, thanks. I do need to buy stuff.
I'll try my best to give you a discount. We'll deliver the bedding once the cotton is delivered.
I appreciate you helping me out on the price.
You need to borrow a cart to take all this?
No, I'll be fine. It should all fit in my bag.
That's so amazing.
Right? My master made it for me.
When do you open up?
There's still a lot of things I need to take care of first. I have to touch up the place, and I still need to gather a lot more things, too.
Oh, right, I see. Huh? Hey, Alice!
What are you shouting about? You're sure making a ruckus, Larea.
This is your neighbor, Alice. She's one of my favorite people.
Pleased to meet you.
Well, I say neighbor, but she's a little ways off. She knows everybody.
Larea, can you start by telling me what's going on here?
Sarah Sickler is the new alchemist who came to the village.
Sorry. Thanks so much for showing me around the village.
Don't you worry about it. No sweat off my back to think we have an alchemist in our village again. Not too long ago, that shop was originally run by an old man, but then his back gave out on him and his son came to pick him up.
So that's what happened?
You know, potions are absolutely essential in a small village like this. I mean, you've always got gatherers heading out into the forest, so you shouldn't be hurting for customers, that's for sure.
Super. I'll give my all.
Good to know. Now, let's get to meeting some of the folks. Just leave it to me, Miss Alchemist.
Thank you.
Hey there! This is Old Man Kaburk. He's the village carpenter here.
Hey there, Ellis. Who's the little lady behind you?
This here is Sarasa. If you can believe it, this young lady's an alchemist.
I'm pleased to meet you.
I suppose you probably want to start with a bed.
Yes. And then I'll ask for repairs to the shop after that.
Well, I do have some other folks waiting for stuff before you. Can't really let you skip the line, little lady.
I'll gladly wait my turn, of course.
Okay, let's see. The price for making a bed... What was that for?
What are you going on about? You can give her a bed or something as a housewarming gift, old man.
No, I'll pay for it.
All right. She's even younger than our grandkids, so it'd damage my reputation if I didn't give her some sort of welcome gift.
Huh? Wait, please. Thank you so much, Mr. Gaburk.
Now then, let's get going.
Okay. I didn't make him mad, did I?
If you need any metalwork done, ask Jizdo here. He can do some real detailed work.
I'll definitely ask you for things once I've earned some more money.
Feel free to come by anytime.
Thank goodness. He seems nice.
Why don't I go ahead and introduce you to the mayor as well?
Right, if you think so. We didn't have one of those guys back in the capital.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you wouldn't.
I never really thought about it, but now I get to meet the guy in charge of the whole village. My name is Sarasa, and I'm an alchemist. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, you don't have to act all humble. You alchemists are the real elites among all of us. We're overjoyed to have you join us here in our village.
No, please, Mayor. I'm still just a novice in training after all. Stay modest. Modest.
We're here for some food, Delal.
Well, come on in. It's rare to see you here in the daylight, Ellis.
Cut it out, you old goat. You're making it sound like I come here every night to drink.
Well, you do know I have all the receipts to prove it, don't ya? So, who's your friend?
Let's do some introductions. She's this village's new alchemist.
My name is Sarasa. I'll be opening a shop in the village. It's nice to meet you.
I run the inn here in the village, and the name's Dalal. Here's hoping you end up a regular.
Thank you. you.
Still, you're so young. Are you gonna be okay running a shop all by yourself?
Yeah, I was shocked too, to think she'll run it all on her own.
You must have been awful unlucky to end up way out here in the sticks with nothing around but this little village.
Even if you're thinking it, you shouldn't go around saying stuff
no.
like that.
I wouldn't say that there's nothing here at all. There are medicinal herbs growing in front of the shop, and they look to be doing great despite not being tended. The soil and water around here must be great. Oh, and the wind feels so nice. That's something you're truly never able to experience in the capital. So, I love this quaint village. I'm really so glad to have come here.
Well, okay then. All right, good. I'll treat your lunch this time around, okay?
Huh?
You, on the other hand, better pay.
Oh, don't be stingy.
Please, I can't accept such generosity.
Don't worry about it. We're glad to have you.
Just think of it as a welcoming gift, right?
Hey! Did you just say that you're the new alchemist here?
Yes, I am.
This dish is a local specialty of the village. Something to help get you acquainted.
Oh, I wonder what sort of...
Was that too intense for a young lady? Can't handle the spicy
Knock it off, you miserable drunk.
I am exhausted. I didn't get along with the villagers at all. But I just can't eat that gross wormy stuff. Oh. I wonder if socializing with people has always been this difficult. I wonder what they all think of me. Can they put their trust in some new kid? If I don't get any customers, I'll have to...
Sarasa?
I never thought you'd show up so suddenly.
Is it strange for me to come see how my apprentice is doing?
Not really, I guess, but... no, wait, it totally is. I mean, this place is so far away.
I know, right? It took me 3 days.
Yeah, it takes a really long time to get here. Wait, 3 days? After taking a carriage from town, I needed to cross mountains and valleys. It took me a whole month.
That's because I ran here, silly.
You ran here in 3 days? That's not possible!
When you train properly, you can.
You sounded just like a soldier there for a second.
Oh, yes, right. Speaking of soldiers, I never really taught you how to fight and defend yourself, now did I?
Come again?
It's dangerous to neglect your fighting skill training. You need to be prepared to defeat monsters on your own in order to procure alchemic ingredients.
I'll be fine. We had field practice for that sort of stuff.
When it comes to martial arts, it's best to have an instructor.
I don't even have a sword.
It's all yours. Are you ready?
This sword looks pretty expensive, Master.
It's sturdy, but not all that special. Now take your stance. Show me what you got.
She really wants me to use this thing?
Oh, Sarasa. And don't you worry about hitting me, because your blade will never even get close.
Now you've done it, Master.
And if it looks like you're about to die, I'll heal you, of course.
I don't exactly have a fondness for pain, you know.
Look out! Come on, is that all you've got?
Seriously? How could you? I'm just a kid!
Keep it up, dear apprentice!
Thanks for the meal. So delicious! This is Miss Maria's cooking.
She kept bugging me to bring some for you.
My exhaustion and pain are all gone. My resentment's still holding on fine, though.
So then, are you making progress?
I think the shop will take up a lot of time once it's running. It took till morning yesterday to get my merchandise ready.
That's because you're all on your own right now.
You're lucky because you've got Miss Maria, Master.
I'm sure you'll find someone like her to help you out.
I get the feeling that your life would probably be a mess without Miss Maria around to assist you with things.
I can't exactly deny it.
So, Master, what did you really come all this way to see me for? It wasn't just for the sword and fight training now, was it?
No, I came to set up a transfer circle.
A transfer circle? Out here?
All right, it seems to be working. Send over anything you want to sell and I'll buy it for the market price in the capital. And send over a list with any ingredients you might need. If I can get a hold of it, I'll send it your way.
Thanks so much, Master.
Now then, guess it's time to get going.
Huh? Please, you can stay here overnight.
If I leave the shop for too long, Maria will chew me out. Oh, Sarasa, are you feeling lonely?
Nope. Not lonely at all, Master.
You suddenly found yourself out here in the country. I figured if I got here and you were a mess, I'd have to bring you back with me.
I'm telling you, I'm okay.
I see then. Well,
I probably shouldn't have acted all nice and confident. She could have totally stayed the night. I mean, it'll take her 3 days to get back. I wonder which mountain or forest she's running through now. Whenever she gets back to the capital, Miss Maria will be there waiting. That sounds kind of nice. Maybe I really should have stayed back in the capital. Am I still not ready to be on my own? What's going on?
Huh? Sarasa! Good morning, how are you today?
What is all this?
All right. I brought your new bed with me, little lady.
And here's all the cotton for the bedding.
I'll go ahead and fix the broken sign and walls, too, if that's fine.
What about the people ahead of me?
Everyone from the village said to give your shop top priority and that they can wait for me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry about before.
No.
How should I put it? We heard you say you really love the fact you moved to this village, and that made us all, well, kinda happy.
What? I love this quaint village. Glad I'm here.
So we all immediately took a great liking to you when we heard that. And we figured we could get away with a little prank. Anyway, we'll go make you a nice sturdy fence for your new alchemist shop. It's the least we can do.
Well, that's better. Looks like Larea must have really chewed their butts out, didn't she?
Huh? I heard what happened at the dining hall from Alice, and I was worried you might come to hate it here, Sarasa. Everybody loves this village of ours, and I think it's just a case of a few people getting overly excited once they saw how happy their new neighbor is. Alice and Dalal really took a liking to you. They almost acted like you were their very own kid. And as for me, I'll always be on your side too, Sarasa, even though we only just met each other.
Thank you, Miss Larea.
They're a rowdy bunch, that's for sure, but don't think too badly of them.
There you go, just like that. Okay.
I feel guilty for having you help out like this.
Think nothing of it. I love this stuff. By the way, this cloth you have is nice.
It's environmental tuning fabric. It adjusts temperature and humidity levels all on its own. I'll give you a few sheets of it later.
You mean it? Thanks!
Miss Larea, are you okay staying here so late?
We've come this far. I'd like to at least get the bedding done before we stop.
Then would you like to stay the night?
Huh? Are you being serious right now? I'll let my dad know!
Miss Larea?
Wow. So your master gave you sword training?
She told me that I will need to train myself, and since she gave me the sword, I've got to keep on practicing with it.
Even though you're just an alchemist?
That's the sort of master she is. But once I open the storefront, I won't have all that much time to spare. If only I could at least hire a sales clerk to help.
Could I do the job?
Huh?
Could I be your sales clerk? Not that I've ever done that job before.
What? But don't you have to help out your family?
Only once a month or so when my parents need to go out and stock up. So as long as I can take that time off, it should be fine. I'm sure it isn't quite so simple to work in an alchemist shop. Much different than our family store.
I'm sure you'll find someone like her to help you out.
Don't worry. You'll be fine. Huh? And I would teach you whatever it is you need to know, so I would love to have you work for me as long as you can.
Wait, you really mean it?
Can I take that as a yes, then?
Of course! I promise to work hard as long as you don't fire me.
Pleasure to have you on board, Miss Larea.
Oh, you don't have to call me Miss, okay?
Then, here's to us working together, Larea.
Thank you, Sarasa.
Oh, the place has a bath if you want to take one.
Huh?
Iris? Iris?
The worst injury is obviously her arm. Then there are the burns on her left arm. And the poison, too.
Please, miss. You must save Iris.
I can do that for you.
Oh, wonderful.
Unfortunately, it will cost a great deal.
You kidding me? You're talking about money at a time like this?
Come on, that's enough. Don't start acting like some damn amateurs. You heard what the young lady said. If you want to call yourselves gatherers, you gotta be prepared for these things.
I know, but look at her arm.
There are two ways I can handle this.
Yes?
Save her life, but nothing else further. Or secondly, allow her to recover her health entirely.
I'll pay you whatever it takes. Just please, bring my dear Iris fully back to how she was before.
I understand. What is your name?
I'm Kate.
Okay, Kate, could you draw some water?
On it.
Larea, I need you to show her the way.
Yes, of course. Right this way, Kate.
Step aside. Could you describe the circumstances of how this happened to her, Mr.
The name's Andre. We found him by the front gates. They were already pretty beat up, so we brought him here. From what they said, they ran into some sort of nasty bear-like creature.
They said it was huge, had 4 arms, and even breathed red-hot flames, right? Yes, that's correct.
I know exactly what it is. In all likelihood, a hell-flame grizzly.
A hell flame?
Not a good sign.
Okay, here's the water.
Put it on the table.
Will do.
Okay, I'll start by reattaching her arm. Please put it in place.
Okay.
All right, that should take care of that. I see that first aid was already done on her stomach wound. Next, she'll need an antidote. Although, she still hasn't regained consciousness. That handles the poison. All right, Larea, hand me a stamina recovery potion.
Huh? Which bottle is the one you want?
The expensive one. This is a battle against time here.
Uh-huh.
What? You mean you're bringing up price again? You're obsessed with money!
Shut up! The only reason Iris got hurt in the first place is because you two charged in all on your own.
Oh, come on. Now is not the time for discussing that. What I'm taking issue with is how she seems more worried about payment than someone's life.
What's the matter with weighing life and money against one another? Gatherers like you make a living selling the goods they risk their lives retrieving. We alchemists make a living by receiving money for our services, making medicine and artifacts, and sometimes saving lives. They're the exact same thing, weighing the value of life. We have to.
No, it's not that.
I doubt you guys would like the idea of just giving away the stuff you've gathered for free. Well, neither does anyone else. We've all got our roles to play in life. Keep that in mind. So, little lady. Sorry. I'm sure you got a name.
My name is Sarasa.
All right, Sarasa. Seems like we'll just be in the way at this point, so we'll head out. But if there's anything I can do, just let me know. See ya.
Thank you very much.
Miss Sarasa?
I'm not sure if I handled that well. Even if I must do it, weigh the value of life and money, that doesn't change the fact that I want to save Iris.
Well, I thank you.
Now, we'll heal her stomach injury, which already received first aid. Right! All right, I believe everything should be fine for now. She's still pale because of the blood loss, but her breathing has finally calmed down. Now all she has to do is keep drinking stamina recovery potions.
Thank you! I really thought she was done for.
I'm so glad for you. Now I can finally relax as well. So I'll just go in on my...
What's the matter with you? You okay?
Are you doing all right there, Sarasa?
I pushed myself a bit there so my nerves gave out. Oh, and Kate, you're welcome to stay here at my place with Iris until she's able to recover.
That's safer than taking her back to the inn, but still. Are you sure?
Yes, I feel more at ease that way myself, too.
Thank you so much.
a bunch for everything today.
Okay, but I wasn't really able to do much of note.
That's not true at all. I was worried if it was a bit too much for you.
Honestly, I was surprised. So alchemists deal with some pretty crazy situations, don't they?
That's only natural when you handle medicines. I did a lot of training, but honestly, that was my first real patient.
Really? That was your first? But you seem so calm and composed.
Actually, it really was a whole lot for me to handle.
Well, you were great.
Still, I sure am glad Kate decided that she would pay to have Iris operated on. I mean, I wanted to save her after all.
Right. I can't believe those guys were trying to argue with you about it. I'm not really familiar with them, aside from Andre.
Kate said today was the very first time they have ever worked with those guys.
They didn't understand a thing about what you were doing.
Yes, well, I just had to say my piece. If I just gave all my treatments away for free, my alchemy business could fall apart. I need money for it to continue.
If Kate happened to say she couldn't pay for Iris's healing, what would you have done?
That's a hard question to answer. I may have gone ahead and saved her anyway. To tell the truth, there are times when alchemists have to be able to think fast and make decisions quickly in order to save as many people as possible.
Oh yeah? Like what?
For example, there's a limit to how many potions you can make, and ingredients aren't infinite either. That's why there needs to be an exchange of money. And it's the reason for the relationship between alchemists and gatherers. That system is meant to keep things equal and moving smoothly. So ignoring that to save a single life now could eventually lead to even more lives being lost in the end. It's a delicate balance. I want alchemy to protect as many people as possible. And that's the reason I must be strict about payment. To make it work.
I can definitely understand that. And appreciate what you do. So thank you for teaching me.
Well, right back at you too, Larea. And thanks for listening to me.
Kate. Iris, you're awake. Oh, thank goodness. Excuse me. My deepest apologies for imposing on you in your own residence. I, Miss Iris Lotse, offer you my deepest heartfelt gratitude for saving my life.
Don't worry about it. I couldn't exactly let you die. Besides, it's not as if I did it free of charge.
Speaking of which, how much does it cost?
Well, let's see then. Between the treatment and the potions given, it should be...
That's a lot.
Of course, I'm not asking you to pay it all at once. I have no intention of pushing you on the matter, so please take your time.
Between the two of us, we're gonna be fine. We'll just work really hard and pay it off together, okay? Okay, Kate.
Also, I have a question I'd like to ask the two of you.
What might that be?
It's about the thing that attacked you. The Hellflame Grizzly Monster. Can you tell me where you encountered it?
It wasn't all that far away, was it? Not sure. I was just running as fast as I possibly could, but it didn't take very long to get here.
It must be pretty close, Sarasa. But it won't come all the way here to the village, will it?
We can't be sure of that.
Wait, what?
Unlike normal animals, there are all sorts of monsters lurking out there. We must not let our guard down. All right, I guess it's time to go gather up some ingredients.
Whoa, hey! You don't have to treat it so lightly.
Yeah, she's right about that. You'll end up being the one injured this time.
Nah, I don't think it's really all that much for us to worry about.
I guess I have to ask, are you like super strong or something?
Well, I've had sword training in the academy, so I don't think a single Hellflame Grizzly would be any real trouble for me.
Even so, I cannot allow you to venture alone into the dangerous woods. Allow me to accompany you as an official gatherer while you search.
Whoa, wait, slow down. You've only just recovered, Iris.
I'll come along as well. I need to do at least a little something to help Iris pay you back for fixing her up.
Well, I guess it's true that I'd need people to help carry the ingredients.
Then should I reach out to Andre's group to come help us as well? I'm sure they'd prove useful.
This is turning into quite a big party just for supplies. But I suppose it will be my first time exploring the area.
Yes, that's correct. And if you treat monsters lightly, you're sure to suffer.
Have some faith in me! So let's all go on a bear hunt adventure together! Yeah!
can't believe my eyes.
She didn't need our help at all, did she?
I thought for sure you were gonna take down that grizzly with your sword.
I brought it along just to be safe, but I can get more ingredients if I don't hack it all up. And now for the fun part. Time to get dissecting! Ooh, that's a nice flame sack you have here. It's so soft and slick, it must be pretty high quality.
She certainly seems to know what she's doing. For real. We're truly watching a pro at work.
I gotta reach all the way in while taking care not to damage the stomach. Ah, there it is. A nice, fresh, juicy liver. Now then, last up are the eyeballs. Oh no, this isn't good.
A hell flame grizzly frenzy?
Yes, Mayor. There's a very high risk of that occurring.
But why would they do that?
They mainly eat flamestones, and whenever there's a shortage of their favorite food, they lose control of themselves and start running wild. These red eyeballs are a sure sign of that. Once they start rampaging, they'll attack nearby towns and villages indiscriminately. At best, they would number around 10. But at worst, it could be well over 100.
This is bad.
That said, they should be here tomorrow at the soonest, and within 6 days at the latest.
In that case, we need to contact the Lord of the Land. But even if we did do that, there's no telling if help will arrive in time.
Please, Mayor, pull yourself together.
Sarasa, isn't there anything we can do?
I'll certainly help out as much as I can, but is there anyone who can fight?
Only Jasper, the village hunter. And our village doesn't have the money to hire anyone else to come help.
I shall lend my assistance. As will I. However I can.
Yeah, that goes for us too, of course. And I'll try to reach out to some other gatherers around.
Even so, we simply won't have enough people to protect the entire village.
Maybe, but there's a way for us to handle this.
Huh?
Let's work together to overcome this. If we put our heads together, I'm sure we can make it. Well, probably.
So we're gonna be attacked by what now?
And you're saying we're the only ones who can do something?
I am.
What do we do?
I'm really sorry, Sarasa. Most of the gatherers in the area have already run away.
Huh?
Apparently, those two gatherers who were in our party were going around talking about how horrifying the Hellflame Grizzlies are.
Honestly, this is going to be tough.
So, where do you think we should start, Sarasa?
What?
You heard her. It's not like we'd have anywhere to go if we ran for it anyway, so we've got no choice but to protect our village ourselves. Isn't that right, everyone?
Well, then let's start by gathering materials to build a fence. We'll use the fence to guide the Hellflame Grizzlies from the forest to a single spot and take them down all at once. To draw them in, we'll leave the flame stones they eat as bait. We'll put them right in the center. Those of you who can't fight, please help with keeping watch and herding them in.
Just leave it to us. We can get those grizzly monsters all stirred up for you.
My husband is the hunter of this village, so he can definitely help fight. He can head out into the forest and let us know when those nasty flaming monsters are on the attack.
The name's Jasper. I've got a sharp set of eyes and a good sense of smell.
Great, that'll be a big help, Jasper. I'd like to express my gratitude, Andre.
Oh, gratitude for what?
For staying here in the village and helping us out, rather than running away like the others.
Of course I would stay. I mean, we've been working out of this village for what feels like forever.
Yep, that's right. Oh, we're not gonna just run away while everyone here is caught up in this mess. That goes extra when kids like you are working so hard. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
I think you're mistaken a bit. I'm 15 now, so I'm technically a grown adult.
Okay, yeah, right.
Preparations seem to be going smoothly. I think we'll pull through.
I certainly hope so.
You sure did make a lot, Sarasa.
Yeah, because I've been making this stuff for the last 3 days straight.
Is the shop gonna be all right? You're using a lot of supplies.
Since we're ignoring profits, we're way in the red. To be honest, if I don't get a hold of ingredients from the Hellflame Grizzlies, things will be looking pretty bad. Still, I've got to give my all for everyone. After all, I love this village so very much.
We're all glad you're here.
What's that? That's the signal that they've started moving!
Everyone, calm yourselves. Don't panic. Get in place. What'd you see, Jasper?
There are over 20 of them out there. They're not moving fast, but they are coming here.
I'm only standing here thanks to Sarissa's miraculous power. But that cannot happen again. I shall not waste this precious life of mine a second time.
Go ahead and take shelter on the second floor. If anything happens, blow that whistle as loud as you can.
I understand. You be careful out there, all right?
Will do, thank you.
Okay, here we go.
How many are there? They're enormous. That's truly unbelievable.
Stand your ground and just stick to the plan.
I don't even know what to say.
Well, the view is better now.
How is everywhere else in the village looking?
Just from walking around, here's what I found. There were a number of houses with broken walls. One that was half destroyed, and another that was burned down to the ground.
That's some serious damage.
The one silver lining is that they were all just vacant houses meant for loaning out to visiting gatherers.
Then does that mean the most serious damage caused by the monsters in the village was to your shop?
I doubt you could open the shop with it looking like this.
Sarissa?
You're opening anyway?
You're going to open up even with the shop like this?
Precisely because of this. Don't you see? We worked so hard to get this place open for the village, and then almost immediately it was destroyed. And since the village needs an alchemy shop, this is exactly the time to get started. All of us and everyone in the village wants to get back to their everyday lives as soon as possible. And we can do it.
Got it, understood.
We shall lend a hand as well.
That sounds perfect.
All right, we'll start by heading to the village and letting them know the shop's open. Sounds good.
Be careful. Alrighty then. Okay.
So what is this all about?
It's just a bit of preferential treatment towards the locals and the gatherers based around here.
Let's see, it says discounts available for customers who bring along used bottles?
Potion containers come in all sorts of varieties and vary from shop to shop, so you can't reuse empty ones generally. However, when it comes to bottles made here in this shop,
we can wash and reuse them!
Correct! Most of the effort behind basic potions comes from just making the bottles. And so, if I can buy back the bottles...
then that means it works out for everyone!
Well, it'll lead to a drop in profits, but still.
But if you make up for that with your other goods, like, let's see then. What about this cloth for bedding? You've got a bunch! It's that expensive just for fabric?
That's 20 to 30% cheaper than in the capital. And if I were to mess up the creation process, it instantly becomes worthless. Say I were to buy 1 million Rhea worth of alchemic ingredients. If I make some sort of mistake... That's why it's important for alchemists to have a certain level of savings so we can keep ourselves out of debt.
Whoa, what a harsh existence!
So because of that, I've got to think up a way to earn a bit more profit to help us.
Sarissa, are you feeling better and back to your usual self?
Yes, I am. Thank you for asking.
Glad to hear it, young lady. What brings you here to visit me today?
Right. I came to negotiate the grisly remains and how they're being handled.
Yes?
I already collected all the alchemy ingredients I could, but once I received money for them, I'd like to split that with everyone. And with Andre's group, who stayed behind despite knowing the danger. My proposal is that I'll take 40% and the remainder
That won't be necessary. Do whatever you please with the ingredients you gathered.
What? Oh no, I couldn't possibly!
The truth is, you took down over half of those grizzlies yourself.
Yeah, but...
Nobody will complain about you doing that. Although, in exchange, we're currently in the process of dissecting what was left over. Would you mind terribly if we took those remains?
Of course not. I'd encourage it. Meat and pelts don't have very much use for us alchemists, fundamentally speaking.
Well, I appreciate it. If we sell that off, it will allow us to pay the gatherers who helped out and also cover the repairs.
But won't it be pretty tough to sell all of that grizzly meat and their big pelts to other villagers?
I guess that's true, more or less. We typically leave dealings outside of the village up to Darna from the general store to handle.
Darna's Lorea's father, isn't he?
We can always pickle the meat and salt to preserve them, but I gotta wonder how we'll handle those big pelts.
In that case, why don't I take charge of the pelts too?
You sure?
Yeah, I can process them, no problem. Please leave it to me.
So there are 28 grizzlies worth here.
Once I transfer the contents of the flame sacks, that should decrease the volume a good bit.
Are you gonna use all of this, Sarissa?
No, I couldn't possibly go through all of it on my own. There's no way.
And you took charge of the pelts too, right?
Yeah, honestly, it would be easiest to have my master buy everything, but I'll use the opportunity to go sell them.
Huh? You'll sell them?
If I go introduce myself to the alchemists in the nearest town, I'll be able to buy and sell ingredients with them in the future. It'll make things more convenient.
I see.
I guess I'm off to the nearest town. Straight to South Strog. I'm counting on you to man the shop.
But Sarissa, it would take 3 days to make it to South Strog on foot. And there aren't any regular carriage rides out there.
No worries. I'll be using physical enhancement. I'll be back by tomorrow morning at the latest! That was a bit much, considering I was bedridden up until yesterday. It took me half a day. It's a town! A normal, proper town! There's a clothing store and a hat shop and a bakery and a cake shop. There's even a trendy little cafe. It would be nice to be able to take it easy and drink tea in a place like that someday. But to do that, I've got to earn some money first. Sorry, excuse me? I'm looking for an alchemist shop. Do you know of any?
Of course, we've got 2 of those. One shop is set up right down that alley, while the other is on the edge of the town's central plaza.
Thank you very much, sir. Right. I guess I'll start with the closest one. Hello?
Come on in, sweetie.
I came to sell ingredients.
Oh, what have you got?
I've got this. Even at a low evaluation, it should come out to around 300,000 Rhea.
Anger bear hearts, huh?
Huh? Those aren't from anger bears, they're from hell.
Well, they're a bit old and weren't handled very well. I suppose I could offer you around 12,000.
I'm not some novice who can't even tell the difference between an anger bear and a hellflame grizzly. Honestly, and even if they were anger bears, to offer only 12,000? Plus he had the audacity to say they were old and poorly handled. Is he looking down on me? Then what about these?
If you add those in, I guess I could do 20,000 total.
Excuse me!
Wait!
Was it a mistake coming to South Strog for business partners? If they're going to mark down prices that much, I'll have to come up with a different method. But still, I already traveled all this way. I'll go give the other shop a try. All right.
Hello, welcome.
Hello, ma'am.
What brings you here today?
I wanted to sell some things.
Oh, this is lovely. Haven't seen a Hellflame Grizzly Heart in a while. It's fresh and handled quite well. I'll give you 400,000 Rhea for it. Now that I think of it, I talked to a terrified gatherer yesterday. He had just fled from a hungry pack of Hellflame Grizzlies rampaging towards Yoke Village. And from what I was told, I figured the village would have been wiped off the map by now. But if you have this...
We somehow managed to take them all down.
So, you must be the new alchemist there. I guess you're just getting started.
I am.
Oh, you mean you're Ophelia's apprentice? She's a masterclass alchemist.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow, to think she would send you all the way out here. Now I can see why you're already so skilled. Tell you what, how about I buy everything you brought in today?
That'd be great. And actually, there are a number of ingredients I'd like to buy myself.
I think I've got all of that. We should be able to work out a nice price.
Thanks for the help.
I think we're both helping each other out. Ever since the old alchemist closed up his shop, it's been a big problem getting a good flow of ingredients. I'm so glad that a capable alchemist has moved in to take his place.
It makes me happy to know you approve of me.
If you ever find yourself in trouble, feel free to come see me.
Thank you.
I'm Leonora, by the way. What's your name?
I'm Sarasa. Sarasa Feed, rather.
Well, it's getting late. You should probably stay the night.
Huh? No, please. I can't impose, but thank you.
I'm assuming you used physical enhancement to get here, so I'm sure you're exhausted and need some rest. You can get a good night's sleep and head out early. Now listen to what your senior alchemist tells you, okay?
All right. I made it. I'm not quite as tired as I thought I'd be since I got some proper rest last night. With all those sales, I should be able to afford all the repairs on the shop now. And it gives me some funds left over. I guess I feel pretty lucky that I was able to have met such a great alchemist like Miss Leonora. I mean, she even sent me home with some sweets. I wonder if everyone is still asleep.
Welcome back, Sarasa.
You're out here training this early in the morning, Iris?
Indeed. I wish to be ready at any moment for whatever unexpected issues may arise. Welcome home, Sarasa. We've handled all the repairs we could manage on our own.
Wow, that's a big help.
And if you don't mind, Sarasa, I have a suggestion for you.
A suggestion?
Yes! Why don't we make a kitchen while we're at it?
This is technically the kitchen, even if it looks like a frightful mess right now.
No, I'm talking about a proper kitchen where you can cook meals.
What do you mean, a proper one?
You don't have a stove or oven or anything kitchen-like. So why not use this time to make a true cooking space?
As nice as that sounds, I don't really cook all that much.
I'll do it.
Huh?
Iris and Kate are living here now, too. So let's all eat together and enjoy each other's company. I'm sure the two of them would prefer that setup, too.
True, and if you cook the meals for us now and then, it would be cheaper than eating out all the time. And gatherers do a lot of physical labor. Let's give your proposal a try, Larea.
I'm in agreement too.
Kaburk!
You played the biggest role in ridding us of those monsters, so my pride as the village carpenter won't accept your house being ramshackled. I'm sure you'd like some sprucing up.
I can't thank you enough for this.
I'll give your furniture an upgrade while I'm here.
Again, thank you, Kaburk, and don't worry, I'll make sure to pay you properly for your work. This is great!
Now it's kind of heavy. Be careful on your way back.
All right. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2.
Well, what's that you got there?
Oh, hey, Delal. It's for the magic stove in our kitchen. Isn't it nice?
Oh, a magic stove? I sure am jealous, because you don't need any fuel and you can control the strength of the flame.
That's right. No fuel, no flames, no problem.
I'd love to have one put in too, but they're so expensive.
This one here costs about 120,000 Rhea after all.
Oh? 120,000? But I heard they went for 200,000 to 300,000.
Oh, I'd imagine that's probably due to the shipping charges, and it makes a difference if it's for a home or business. For your place, I would imagine it'd be around 150,000.
150? Huh.
Oh no! I went into business mode there and launched into my sales talk! Anyway, I gotta run. Talk to you later!
That sure looks complicated.
Not at all, really. It's just delicate work, so it wears on the nerves, I suppose.
Wow!
I've got to place the magical crystal in this slot, and then... we have fixed the metal plates right on top. Now we just need to use resin to fill the gaps, then add a coating to increase durability and water resistance. Then we're done.
I'm looking forward to it.
Coming! Hey, Delal.
Can I have a moment with you? At first I hesitated, but, well, you know, I need a new stove. I'll take 2.
Huh? You want 2 of them?
I do. As you might have guessed, our place uses a crazy amount of firewood as it is. It's a small price to pay, considering we won't need to secure and store it anymore, or even have to chop it for that matter.
Got it. If you're ordering 2 at one time, I can give you a 10% discount, so 270,000.
I appreciate that.
I'll put in the order. That takes care of the delivery.
Oh yeah, working like a charm.
You bet. This thing's terrific.
Here you go, Sarasa. Money well spent.
I don't mind if you pay in installments.
Oh, come on, it's fine. After all, the mayor split up all the funds from the whole Hellflame Grizzly incident. And let's be real, you were the whole reason any of that happened, weren't you? So seriously, thank you.
Look, Miss Sarasa.
Thank you. We all made it through safely because of your bravery.
Oh, hey, Father.
Hello, I'm Lorea's father, Darna. Thank you so much for saving my daughter's life.
I purchased some potions, and that bottle buyback you've got going is perfect.
You alchemists sure are something else indeed.
If you would, please take this.
The villagers certainly are grateful to you, Sarasa. First you save everybody, then collapsed, and then kept going. So they're happy to have a chance to let you know how they feel and what you did for them.
Then does that mean that I'm once and for all finally a real part of the village?
It's a kitchen! And new furniture! And the walls, too! Just what I'd expect from Gaberk.
It's amazing! And the interior looks great thanks to the coordinating you did, Kate.
That's a definite. It looks great. Even more impressive than I could have possibly imagined.
Hey, Lorea.
Huh?
I got you something. Here.
Oh, wow. Is that a cookbook?
Yeah, it sure is. I had my master send it over with the transfer circle. So technically speaking, it's a present from her, too.
Thank you so much for this. I'll be sure to make lots of delicious food every day.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Okay, then. Why don't we try boiling water to make sure the stove's working?
How about we go ahead and put on some tea?
That sounds perfect.
Oh, in that case, we should help ourselves to the sweets that Miss Leonora gave us.
So delicious! It's been quite a while since I've had any sweets.
It has a sort of big city taste to it somehow.
Please, have some more. Sweets just always seem to go great with tea, don't they?
You got that right.
Oh, wow. This one tastes kind of different than the others.
Oh, which one?
You're right! Wait a second. I feel like we're forgetting something important.
Allow me to borrow the bath, Sarah.
Oh, no. We completely forgot to let Iris know about the sweets.
I'm so sorry. Things just sort of flowed into having an impromptu tea party. I want to eat all the sweets, too.
Don't worry, there are still some cookies left.
Ha! Nice try. You can't fool me, Kate. You're hiding something. I can see it right there. Unclose those cookies.
I was saving those to give to you later on.
Then I'll do this. So good. So delicious. Yum.
See, that's because you shoveled it all in. Come on, have some tea.
Thank you.
Okay, now you're drinking too much.
Let's have that big apple you were given before, too.
Yeah, we should eat it. I've got to think on how to run my shop so that we and everyone from the village can spend every day with smiles on our faces. It's not just about the big and small things I can make. I'd like to come up with something people can use in their everyday lives, one that will improve it.
So tasty! I got all distracted by the water pump. The number of bugs is only going to keep growing this season, so we need to be careful.
I think I got it!
Spite worms? What are you going to use those for?
For now, I was thinking I'd make insect repellent veils. I feel like those would sew well with all the farmers.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's totally practical. Anyone could use one.
Sarah, so check out what we got. Today we brought back some tasty plast mushrooms. I hear what you're saying, and you're totally right. It certainly would be hard to sell goods meant for gatherers to the villagers.
That's the issue, huh?
Well, in that case, we'll go ahead and actively try to gather up some spite worms then.
Oh, you're the best!
Hey, Iris, are you even listening? Gee, swallow first. You can do it.
Leave it to us, Sarasa. Larea, your cooking has certainly been getting better and better.
That's because I've gotten used to the magic oven and stove. And thanks to the cookbook from Sarasa, it has a lot of great recipes.
It's really just about how skilled you are when it comes to cooking.
Oh, stop it.
Now, if we could just get a refrigerator and freezer.
Huh? A refrigerator?
If you could preserve your ingredients, it would make it easier to cook, right?
Yeah, I suppose so, but it's so high class.
I guess I could construct the expensive cooling unit myself. But it would be a hassle to use a magical crystal for the cooling core. Although, if I can use ice attribute ingredients, it shouldn't be so tough. If we ask for Geberg's help, we'll be able to handle the frames too.
I'm sure he'd be up for it.
Hey, so are those ice attribute ingredients something that you could get a hold of pretty soon?
Yes. For this area, it would be the fangs of the Frostfang bat.
What, frostfang bats? Have you ever heard of those?
No, never heard of anything like that.
Now that I think of it, I haven't had any gatherers bring any in either. They look like this.
Frostfang bats. I feel like I've heard of those somewhere.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. You know, what Mr. Drake was telling us.
Ah, right, those things living out in the northern caves.
Has to be.
In that case, we've never hunted frostfang bats before.
That's surprising to me. Frostfang bats are really easy to hunt and easy to get ingredients from.
From what we've been hearing in our network, when somebody brought those things down to South Strog, they were told they were unusable and couldn't sell them for much. It wasn't worth the hunt, is what we were told.
That doesn't make any sense. Even unprocessed, they shouldn't really deteriorate. That's what makes them desirable.
What the? No way. Telling me they were lied to?
Oh, South Strog, huh? I ran into a swindler whenever I visited there.
At any rate, thanks to that, folks decided there wasn't any profit in hunting the bats and therefore just stopped.
I'm sorry that happened to you guys.
Sarasa? Exactly what sort of creatures are these frostfang bats anyway?
I'd like to hear more about them too.
Yeah. To put it simply, their most notable and remarkable feature are the fangs that give them their name. Because of their fangs, they can freeze a target by biting them. That said, they don't tend to attack people or animals. Generally, they freeze fruits instead. They use that preserved food to hold themselves up in caves and make it through winter.
So they're good targets because they're not very dangerous.
I'd be happy to give everyone a complete rundown.
Oh, you do that, Sarasa?
We want to get their fangs, don't we? Could I ask you to watch the shop for a while, Larea?
Yes, of course.
Andre, could you lead us out to the northern caves where the bats are? We can split the fangs between us, 50-50.
That'd benefit us too, so I certainly won't complain about you coming along. But wouldn't it be a bit dangerous for you to put yourself in the... What am I saying? You're gonna be just fine. Sorry, I forgot. You're one tough cookie.
Huh? Do I really look so fragile that I couldn't defend myself in a fight?
Well, you know. Oh, so these are the northern caves.
We haven't even stepped inside and it's plenty chilly already.
Yep, they're definitely here.
The issue is whether or not we can hunt them down.
Don't you worry, Kate. Once you hunt enough of them, the frostfang bats will prioritize getting away. But if you try to corner them and wipe them out all at once, the whole swarm of them will start coming after you. In fact, lots of people have made that mistake and been frozen to death. But I don't think we have to worry about that today. Maybe I shouldn't have brought that up.
Stinky.
Sure is. What's with the stench?
Frostfang bats generally hang down from the cave ceiling, so of course all sorts of stuff is bound to fall down. No biggie, really.
Like what?
Let's just say all sorts of stuff.
Wait, are you saying...
Yes.
Sarasa, we didn't bring poop umbrellas.
Don't you worry. I'll I'll keep us all safe with my air wall magic. It'll repel any unsavory elements.
Wait, are you seriously okay with this stench? It's disgusting.
Well, a lot of ingredients with powerful scents are used in alchemy. Here, I'll use a potion to help reduce the bad smells.
The stench isn't entirely gone, but this is better than what it was before. This is so much better.
It's a potion that's meant to reduce the more pungent odors. But it would be dangerous to block it out completely. Walk carefully. The ground is frozen solid around here.
Better that than covered in droppings.
Look up on the ceiling.
There we go.
Air wall!
So, how should we get started?
The value of Frostfang Batfangs changes. It all really comes down to their ability to freeze. Ultimately, ones under the age of 5 aren't worth much.
How can you tell how old they are?
Well, there's a few methods to figure it out. For starters, normally in a cave like this, the further you go in, the older and larger they become.
In other words, we want to hunt them as deep as we possibly can.
Correct. And after you actually catch one, there are ways of telling them apart. To start, you have their fangs. The deeper blue, the older they are.
Oh wow, what a beautiful icy blue color.
Still on the light side, though. After the age of 10, they become an even deeper shade of blue. To tell even more precisely, you can look here at the root.
There seem to be lines on them. The number of those must tell how old they are.
That's right. There are 5 on here, so this one's 6 years old.
Interesting.
Then there's the freezing ability. If it's so cold that you can't hold it very long with your bare hand, then it should be plenty valuable.
Oh, how neat. Well, then let's go ahead and confirm. What's the matter? Am I doing something wrong?
Well, you see, if you happen to cut your finger on one of these fangs, it would completely freeze over in seconds.
Those look pretty big.
Wow, they're certainly big enough. We could go further in, but let's get to work right here. Air wall!
Watch your step, man. This place is full of crap, too.
All right, Kate, the 2 of us are up first. We don't want them to start flying all over the place, so try to take them out in one shot.
Yeah, that's not so simple.
If the Frostfang bats do get spooked and start taking off, we'll use swords and spears.
Understood.
Leave it to us.
Well then, let's get started!
Yes! Good job, Kate! I missed one!
No worries, take a step back, Kate! Everyone!
Right!
Air wall, tighten! Perfect, keep it up!
I can't believe we got so many.
Let's go ahead and harvest the fangs here by the cave.
Do we just break them off with our hands then?
Yes, they come off pretty easily if you give it a good pull at the base. Make sure you're wearing hand protection before you start, assuming you don't want to lose a finger.
I'll go with the gloves.
Hey, you can do that pretty fast.
Wait, aren't you afraid of cutting yourself with such thin gloves?
These are special artifacts known as flexible gloves. They're sturdy enough that sharp edges won't cut through them easily.
Oh, I like that. You mind if I give those things a try?
Please do.
Oh, wow. These are amazing.
On the downside, though, it requires a touch of magical power to wear them.
Yeah, maybe so, but I can't even feel the point. The gloves are so thin but can still protect against such sharp fangs. How much do they cost?
3,800 Rhea.
Well, at that price, it's certainly worth considering, at least for the sense of security.
If you buy in bulk, I can also give you a nice discount.
All right, I'll talk to the other gatherers that I know.
Thanks, that would be helpful. Well then, let's split up everything here equally.
And you're sure you really don't mind?
Huh?
Splitting things equally with us, I mean.
No matter how you look at it, you definitely played the biggest role here today.
I said I'd split it up. Needed you to show the way.
Still, I feel kind of bad.
For you two, we'll have to discuss the details of your payment later. No pressure or anything. There's no need to rush, okay?
Thanks, Sarasa. That's a big help. We appreciate it.
Ah, please. After all, if you two die, then you won't be able to pay back the money you owe me.
That's true.
Now then, let's split this all up and hurry on back.
Yeah!
All finished. Okay, that should be more than enough for today. It ended up taking me all the way till morning.
Sarasa?
Yeah?
Morning, how are you? Hey, did you stay up all night again?
Yeah, to finish all the new products.
Oh, these are cute.
I figured that the villagers could make use of these hats as well. Go ahead and try one of them on.
Huh? Really? You mean it?
Of course.
Oh, wow. It's nice and cool.
It's called a cooling hat. Since it cools off your head and upper body, I thought maybe it'd be good for working outside.
Well, I love it. I take it you use the frost fangs to make these?
Yeah. I figured since we went through the trouble of acquiring them, I should make something besides the cooling core.
This is simply perfect. What are those?
Those are flexible gloves. Andre seemed to like them, and he was going to place an order, so I went ahead and made a bunch in advance.
It's very impressive. But please make sure you get proper sleep tonight.
Right.
Hello there, Lorea.
Huh? It's good to see you.
Same. Here's the order for the gloves. There's quite a few.
Huh? You handled that already? Without seeing the final product?
Well, yeah, that's because everyone trusts you, Sarasa.
I'm certainly glad to hear it. Alchemists can't keep things going if they lose the trust of the gatherers. They're our very best customers.
You are a really proficient saleswoman, Sarasa. And you've got perfect timing when it comes to anticipating needs and showing off your latest wares.
I should hurry and get them all made.
I almost forgot. I brought these too.
Oh, thank you. Nasty spy worms.
There should be around 30 or so in there.
Very nice, and they look to be in good shape. Thank you so much, Andre.
You're so brave, Lorea.
I closed up shop for the day, Sarasa. Huh? Ah! What's going on here?
Hey there, Lorea. You have to dry flexible gloves. It's the best way to finish them off.
I see.
Wonderful work again today. How did things go with the shop?
Right. The insect repellent veils are really selling well. And not surprisingly, the new cooling hats have been getting a great reaction too.
It really was a good idea to make those samples, wasn't it?
I get the feeling that they'll be the best sellers.
All right. In that case, maybe it's about time for the next step.
Huh?
Yeah. It's not just the shop we're working on.
What the?
Huh? Convert!
I must say, that's a deeply unsettling sight. Nice. It's a perfect fit.
Thanks. Great work as always.
How cool! This is my first time seeing a refrigerator.
I hardly ever get the chance to make them.
What's with all the hands? Running a business certainly sounds difficult, Sarasa. So what's the next thing we should take care of?
Actually, I wanted to discuss something today. Things seem to have been settling down with the shop a good bit. And well, since I graduated in Alchemist and have gotten things going here in this fantastic village, I now want to do more. I want to help everybody in the village live even better lives. Could you guys help me think of more ways to do that?
Everybody? That sounds like a splendid idea, Sarasa.
It really does.
No, that's just something I just heard once.
Well, it's still a good idea.
Well, to make it happen, I'd like to increase the amount of money circulating throughout the village.
Yeah, well, okay. But we've never really needed a currency in order to live here in Yoke Village.
Yeah, and we only ever end up spending any money at the general store. Aside from gatherers, most folks here seem to rely on bartering for goods instead.
I know, I noticed.
It was a fine idea, but now we're trying to solve village economics. Well, that's not so easy to figure out.
We need to get creative. So we'll do this. I have some expensive cookies. And every good idea gets one.
I believe the greatest issue in front of us right now is that there isn't enough work in the village that pays very much. Yeah, that's why they created a lifestyle where you don't need money. York Village has never even had a currency to begin with. So in order to increase the amount of money circulating, one would need to locate someone outside the village to do business with.
That's true, Kate. I think you might just need a treat.
Cookie time! Huh? But the only people bringing in money from the outside are Sarasa and the Gatherers, right? So, then what about if you employed the rest of the villagers to do some of the other jobs?
I could maybe be a source of work. Great idea!
Cookie for me!
The idea started flowing once the sweets came out. But there aren't many people you can hire for work around here. Just Gaburk and Jizdo. That's about it.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Hooray! I got
Oh,
one!
come on! That question was so not worth another cookie.
Yeah, but Maria's just so cute.
What about gathering up some herbs?
I would need to ask someone who specializes in medicinal herbs.
Could you maybe ask an amateur to help with the hats then? Because, from what I understand, you've made all the hat portions of the cooling hats yourself. Someone else could do that.
Oh, I see. Before I attach the cooling function, they're just ordinary hats. That doesn't need alchemy, so I could hire someone. But once I sell the cooling hats to everyone here, I'll eventually hit market saturation.
Then why not look at external sales then?
Keep talking.
That's right! We can just sell your stuff in other towns. And we always could ask my father to help sell them for you.
That could work!
In that case, you'll need some super fancy designs for selling in town.
I'll make some references and illustrations, and we can choose.
I'll help you out with it too.
This'll work. Absolutely sure of it.
You've given me so many great ideas. Go ahead and eat as many as you want.
So you're saying that you want to have the villagers help make some of your products?
Yes, I would commission them. To start, the villagers could make the hats on their own and set prices for them. Then I would add the cooling functions, at an additional fee, of course, and then sell them at the shop. Everyone involved makes a little cash.
But then...
阴阳术，对吧？不能只依靠阴阳术，对吧？败在本小姐手下是你的荣幸。
感谢。
关键时刻呀！不能只依靠阴阳术，对吧？
出门全该伤。再上他。
冒险还没完呢。好方便。去那里。
暗域即将蔓延。
没有意义。
基因之力，毁灭一切。
及时，
全身都充满了阴阳之力。
Get going.
Fight with your commander!
Not yet. Not yet. Shame. I thought you'd be more interesting. Not yet. You shall be healed!
It's a beautiful thing.
To my side, fools.
Omniages need healing too. That feels much better.
I summon the rest in peace and honor at least.
Omniages need healing too.
Dù rất nhớ em, ngày đó khi ta bắt đầu, mình hứa bên nhau dài lâu.
Nice to be the one being
Nhưng
healed.
giờ đây em đã quên, em quên hết rồi. Nhưng ngày khi không có anh, em sẽ thế nào?
好方便，
và rồi khi không có em anh sẽ ra sao? Mặt đắng trên môi lúc này, nhìn mưa nhớ em từng cơn. Thôi thì phải tập thói quen bước đi một mình. Ngày xưa ta cùng nhau trải qua biết bao thăng trầm, bỏ qua tất cả sống vì nhau. Nếu chẳng
这些东西太有用了，好想知道它们是怎么被做出来的。救需，治疗，交兵。
出其不意，攻其不备。能伏魔，陷入妨碍。
冒险还没完呢。
即将漫游。
本小姐才不会就这样倒下。
我算到
孤寂的灵魂。